Okay, you guys, this is an interesting one. I think I might have even started talking before it started recording because I got excited. So I just found this other post from the Craigslist spirituality forum, and this is I'm wondering myself right now. The question that they posit is if someone asked you how do I get, they said how do I get to where you are, what would you tell them? And for all of you geography buffs, no, I'm not talking about location, uh, but lifestyle, state of awareness, joy, bliss, and all that. Well, anonymous poster on Craigslist. What a magical world we live in. God bless Craigslist, you know? Lifestyle, state of awareness, joy, bliss, and all that. So I personally am one of those people where I didn't choose my life chose me. In a weird way. And not entirely, like obviously that's not, well, I mean it is kind of true for everyone, I guess. It depends on where you want to take this conversation. But I'm just, I guess, committed. I don't know. To my intuition. I try to be committed to my intuition, and when I'm not, it's bad, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, it didn't choose me. Like, I didn't ask for that. Did I? Maybe. But no, I'm pretty sure that that's what's going on for me, man. Um, I'm here to serve. It's like, oh my God, Deborah Silverman was having this conversation in a episode of her podcast with a woman who intuits angels and jealous, and I mean to see them the way she does, right? Um, and her whole thing was this woman says that she'll say no to God, but she won't say no to the angels. And Deborah's like, I would never. And I was like, with you, Deborah. I was like, you can't say no to God. And it's so funny because it's like there have been times where it's like, I mean, I have like the human voice that's like, you can't do that. And that's totally one thing. But then there's also the kind of, if I know that I'm being told I have to do something, then I will do it. And to the best of my ability, right? Um, I would not actively say no, but there are times where it's like you don't know where that voice is coming from. Or like in the last one I was talking about, I used to work with a shaman. Like I worked at a place where a shaman also worked, and we had this whole conversation about uh, uh, people having this experience of not fitting in on Earth, or which, wondering why they're here. Why did I agree to this? Was my thought. That was, why did I agree to this? Why did I want another experience in a human body? Like, I was chronically sick all the time. I felt like garbage. I was miserable. I was not spiritually aligned like I needed to be, and I could not see for the life of me, as has happened. So usually what happens to people right when they get stuck is like, I'm looking and I don't know. I'm asking and I don't know. And it's just because it's parts that you don't want to see, or you don't have the tools to deal with just yet, and you have to work through and release all of that. And that's a fantastic thing to finally break through when you can settle it again into your nervous system, and when you can really embody and integrate it, and not just have the experience and the breakthrough and the blah, but to actually really let all of that sink in, is what's been the challenging thing to learn, and to like even be able to make room in your body for it, in amongst It's like you kind of have to like clean out the closet if you're going to buy more clothes. So if you're going to, you can't just like pack your new identity in with all of the old shit. Like, it just doesn't work. You kind of have to like let it out, get it all out, and fully integrate and embody what it is to be a new person or to have a new experience or a new outlook, or a way that you want to exist in the world. So it's been trial and tribulation to get there. But I don't know, I've always been spiritual. I've always been different. At times, like, like I was in high school, like I'm a total history geek, and so I would spend time like actually um, reading mostly books about the Salem witch trials and things like that, or uh, the Crusades and stuff like that, because I was just so fascinated by spirituality and the role that it's played in human history, because it's such a fascinating topic and it is such an integral part of the human experience. And I think that for me, it's, like I said, not a matter of whether I chose it or it chose me. Like, it pretty much chose me. It was like, you're doing this thing. And I haven't really had much of a choice in that. And I, put my back against the wall and said, you're getting favors because you got things to do. And I enjoy it. I think that it is just a really special way to live, and I wish that for everyone. You saw my little murder kitten. And I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. I feel like people just like, God, how sad and horrible it must be not to have, divine faith and all that stuff. But I don't think there's any shortcuts, guys. I wish. I totally wish but it's like you get to where you are because of how willing you are to open up and receive and change and look at yourself and go through the shadows and whatever. I'm a extraordinarily Scorpio person. I have a stellium in Scorpio, so it's it's just part of who I am. I also have Pluto in Scorpio and Venus and so, and Mercury, like everything is in Scorpio. So it's just like, I don't even think that like the faint of heart could go on the journeys, and sometimes it's just, you have to do what you have to do because it's right for you, and it wouldn't necessarily be right for everybody. And so that understanding and self-awareness and integrating only what you can integrate yourself is going to be my best advice, I guess.